Hello to everyone. This is Viewpoint on Noyan Tapan TV, and I am Benyamin Poghosyan. In this episode, we will discuss the statement which Armenia, Azerbaijan, France, and European Union adopted during the Prague summit of European political community. It was a really interesting summit. Also, it had geopolitical and global implications. The main idea of the summit was somehow to create a European security architecture, or at least to start speaking about European security architecture, which should not include Russia. But this time we will not go deep into the global geopolitical implications of the summit, and let's speak about implications for the South Caucasus. Before the Prague summit, which took place on October 6, there were a lot of discussions that some document is going to be signed between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Prime Minister Pashinyan first stated about the possibility to sign a document during his speech on September 14 in Armenian parliament during the latest Azerbaijani aggression against Armenia. However, as several thousand people gathered in front of parliament, Prime Minister went live on Facebook and stated that no, he was not going to sign anything, and people simply misunderstood what he was telling. However, it was clear that intensive negotiations are underway, that some document was going to be prepared. We also saw the first president of Armenia, Levon Ter-Petrosyan, who gave interview to public TV and clearly stated that yes, Armenia should accept very painful decisions and Armenia should sign very painful documents with Azerbaijan and Turkey, and even he equaled these documents with capitulation. But according to first president of Armenia, it was the best choice for Armenia. So let's understand what happened in Prague. So we have the very short statement, according to which first, Armenia and Azerbaijan reaffirms their commitment to each other territorial integrity within UN Charter and also the Alma-Ata Declaration of December 1991, which created the Commonwealth of Independent States. What does it mean? Actually, it means that Armenia recognizes Azerbaijan's territorial integrity within Soviet Azerbaijan border or late Soviet Azerbaijan borders, including Nagorno-Karabakh. Perhaps this is the first statement signed by leader of Armenia with clear statement and clear confirmation that Armenia recognizes Azerbaijan territorial integrity, including Nagorno-Karabakh. The second important point was the declaration that EU civilian mission will be deployed to Armenia soon, no later than end of October, and this EU civilian mission will be deployed along Armenia-Azerbaijan border, and it will support with its report the delimitation and demarcation process, and that this mission will be deployed in Armenia with maximum period of 2 months. Now, what does it mean? Most probably, we believe that this means that first, Armenia-Azerbaijan peace treaty is going to be signed until end of 2022, and the basic document about border delimitation and demarcation again is going to be signed until end of 2022. And definitely this will not be the comprehensive border delimitation and demarcation process, because even between friendly nations this process may take years if not decades. However, most probably until end of 2022 we will have 2 documents signed. One is a peace treaty within the same logic of this statement adopted in Prague summit, and also at least a basic document on the principles about border delimitation and demarcation. What all this mean for Armenia, and especially for Nagorno-Karabakh Republic? First of all, if the peace treaty is going to be signed along with the framework established by the statement of Prague summit, and if there will be no mention about Nagorno-Karabakh, which Prime Minister hinted during his recent speeches, and the Speaker of National Assembly also spoke that yes, the word or term Artsakh or Nagorno-Karabakh should not be included in the peace agreement. It will mean, at least it will understood by our external partners, that Armenia accepts that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, not even autonomy. Simply there is no Nagorno-Karabakh as a territorial administrative unit. And of course this will be huge victory for Azerbaijan, because from now on, if the peace agreement is signed, Azerbaijan may tell everyone, including EU, United States, Russia, or whatever else, that look, I am telling there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, and Armenia agrees that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh. So all other discussions about Nagorno-Karabakh they are simply out of any context. Let's understand what actual impact it could have on the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. Definitely, Nagorno-Karabakh Republic authorities may declare that, okay, Armenia and Azerbaijan may sign anything, and even Armenian leadership may state that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, but it will have no implication or no impact on Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. Nagorno-Karabakh Republic exists, that they are not going to accept to be a part of Azerbaijan, and they are going to resist and even to fight for their independence. And as far as Russian peacekeepers deployed in Nagorno-Karabakh Republic, theoretically this approach may work. However, immediately after the signature of peace agreement, several issues may arise for Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. For example, Azerbaijan may raise the issue of financial support or financial assistance which the Republic of Armenia provides to Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. After peace agreement, Azerbaijan first will say that, okay, I don't need any peace assistance, any support. And second, even if Armenia wants to support Nagorno-Karabakh, which does not exist by the way, Azerbaijan may say, okay, I will establish a separate budget line for the economic restoration in Karabakh region, not in Nagorno-Karabakh, in Karabakh region. And Azerbaijan will demand that if Armenia wants to participate in the works or in the activities done in Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, Armenia may transfer money to this special fund established by Azerbaijani government, and then Azerbaijani government will decide how to spend Armenian funds. So first of all, most probably Republic of Armenia will not be able to continue its financial support to Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. Second issue which may arise is the issue of Lachin corridor. Because if Armenia and Azerbaijan signs peace treaty with no mention of Nagorno-Karabakh, which means there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, then definitely Azerbaijan may say, okay, why we need a special corridor which will connect Armenia to nowhere? Because currently, Lachin corridor connects Armenia with Nagorno-Karabakh. If there is no Nagorno-Karabakh as a territorial administrative unit, then why we need the Lachin corridor? Of course, Azerbaijan may say, yes, all communication should be restored, but there will be no need for special corridor, especially only under the Russian peacekeepers. Yes, Azerbaijan may not demand immediate withdrawal of Russian peacekeepers from the Lachin corridor, and most probably both in Lachin corridor and also in Nagorno-Karabakh, peacekeepers continue their deployment until November 2025. But Azerbaijan may claim and may demand that alongside with Russian peacekeepers or alongside with Russian peacekeepers checkpoints, Azerbaijani checkpoints should be established along Lachin corridor at least until November 2025. After that, Russians will leave and only Azerbaijanis will control this highway which connects Armenia with Azerbaijan. As for the deployment of Russian peacekeepers, definitely, if peace agreement signs within the framework of Prague statement and there will be no mention about Nagorno-Karabakh, it will give significant more leverage for Azerbaijan to demand the withdrawal of Russian peacekeepers from Nagorno-Karabakh after November 2025. And of course, we all understand that the key strategic goal of the United States, and perhaps also of the EU now, is to decrease or even bring to zero the Russian presence in South Caucasus, including Nagorno-Karabakh. And in this context, the withdrawal of Russian peacekeepers from Nagorno-Karabakh will be the first step to realize this strategy. Second step will be to put pressure on Armenia, asking for Armenia to cancel its agreement on the deployment of Russian military base in Gyumri, which is valid now until 2044. But this is a long time scenarios. In short term, definitely, Azerbaijan will use peace agreement to demand the withdrawal of Russian peacekeepers from Nagorno-Karabakh in November 2025. Of course, much will depend on the course of Russia-Ukraine war, but in any case, at the end of the day, Russians may think, okay, if Armenia accepts that there is no Nagorno-Karabakh, and if Armenia is ready to accept the loss of part of its historical lands or its territory, or Armenian lands, in that case, why I should ruin my relation with Azerbaijan and Turkey? If I'm interested to have leverage in Azerbaijan, maybe I can come to an agreement with Azerbaijan and have military presence outside Nagorno-Karabakh, but inside Azerbaijan, in some other places. So again, if peace treaty signs within the same framework as the Prague statement, most probably Russian peacekeepers will leave Nagorno-Karabakh after November 2025. And then what may happen? President Aliyev stated very clear what may happen then. He said that, okay, now Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh are citizens of Azerbaijan. Everything connected with them is domestic or internal business of Azerbaijan. Those Armenians who would like to live there should accept Azerbaijani passports and live as an ordinary Azerbaijani citizens. Those Armenians who, for whatever reason, will reject to to receive Azerbaijani passports, they simply should leave Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijani position is very clear. Maximum they will wait until November 2025, and then they will give a choice to Armenians. Either accept Azerbaijani passports and live with Azerbaijanis as an ordinary Azerbaijani citizens, or you may leave. And of course, this will not apply to everyone, because I'm more than sure that Azerbaijan has long lists of, from their perspective, or so-called criminals or war criminals who should be arrested and persecuted. And the last issue, which I would like to speak about during this episode, is the so-called discussions between Baku and Stepanakert, which Armenian government tells that now Armenian government discusses the new mechanisms which should be established, which will facilitate the direct dialogue between Baku and Stepanakert, or between Azerbaijan and Nagorno-Karabakh. Of course, Azerbaijan may speak with Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians, but there will be no discussion within this framework of Baku Stepanakert or Azerbaijan Nagorno-Karabakh. Azerbaijan will speak with Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh only within the context that there are state institutions in Azerbaijan which can have dialogue with ethnic minorities within Azerbaijan. There are state institutions which may have dialogue with Azerbaijani citizens of Armenian origin. And this again will not be the dialogue between Baku Stepanakert or between Azerbaijan and Nagorno-Karabakh. Most probably there are some state bodies in Azerbaijan dealing with ethnic minorities. It could be within Azerbaijani government or a separate department in Azerbaijani presidential administration. And this department will say, okay, the head of department or deputy head of department will say, okay, I am dealing with issues of ethnic minorities within Azerbaijan, of issues of Azerbaijani citizens of other ethnic origins. And yes, I, as a director of this department or as a deputy director of this department, I can speak with representatives of Azerbaijani citizens with Armenian origin. This is maximum which Azerbaijan will allow. So no international mechanism or no direct talks between Azerbaijan and Nagorno-Karabakh or between Baku and Stepanakert are going to happen. So again, if a peace agreement signs within the same framework as the Prague statement, most probably it will bring us to the situation that in November 2025, Russian peacekeepers will leave Nagorno-Karabakh. Even before November 2025, Nagorno-Karabakh will save some problems. For example, the continuation of financial support from Republic of Armenia, the functionality of a Lachin corridor, probably other issues. But after November 2025, if, and most probably, the answer is yes, Russian peacekeepers are leaving Nagorno-Karabakh, then the fate of Armenians living in Nagorno-Karabakh will be in a danger. This is all for this time, and we will meet soon.